I just want to come on here and say thank you to Jordan. I reached out to him about 2 weeks ago for a session for anxiety and depression. It was not something that I'm used to going through, but it was something new, and it had been something I could not just get over. I have other things that I may do to help with mental health and things such as, working out, going for daily walks, going camping, hanging out with friends, having an active social life. But from balancing my relationship, my business, and just my daily life things, it was starting to become to a point where I just couldn't get away from it. There was not enough, tools in my toolbox in that moment to deal with that issue. So rather than yo-yoing back and forth between either anxiety or depression, when one was not there, the other one would be, I reached out to Jordan knowing that he's a very professional individual and he's really good at what he does. And just the benefits following that session have been incremental. It's weird when you're somebody that hasn't really suffered with anxiety and depression, and then you get help with that, you actually start to notice different areas of your life that had a bit of anxiety in them or were a little bit depressing to go through, but you never really would notice it before. So it's just stuff now that I'm really seeing the benefits of 2 weeks in, and it's really nice to be able to just go through things. And I kind of pride myself in being able to go through uncomfortable situations regardless if I want to or not. There's things that need to be done, and that's called duty, doing what needs to be done regardless of how you feel. But if you don't manage your own emotional health, I think that can add up over time. So I'm really thankful for Jordan. The prices that he charges, I think, are extremely, if anything, underpriced for the removal of the pain that I was experiencing. And if anything, it's nice as a man myself to have somebody that I can go to for help. My father had cancer growing up, and he taught me through example that even though you may be going through something, chances are the people around you that you love are as well. And you can share that you're going through something, but you shouldn't make your own partners your therapist and lean on them. And if you do, very short amount of time that you should lean on them. So I realized I had an issue that I was not able to outdo myself, and that's why I decided to reach out to Jordan and schedule a session with him. It's weird. It's almost like he's I don't know what you'd call it, like a magician. I think is put a little bit too much emphasis on really it's almost detracting from his skill set. But it's amazing when you get into a session with Jordan and you really get into what's going on. At the end of the session, it's just like you can't even relate back to what was going on. It's almost like you're dissociated from that experience. So it's been 2 weeks. I've had a couple moments where maybe some things have come up, but rather than anxiety or depression lingering, it was like 5-10 minutes, and I almost had like a mental reframe or more optimistic point of view from that scenario, and then the anxiety and depression would just simply go away. So if you're struggling with anything, reach out to Jordan. I know that he kind of has a niche that he sticks with, but the guy is really helpful, and he helped me out a lot. And so now I could take that energy that I was losing and the anxiety and depression and put it back into the things that I love to do. So eternally grateful, and thank you so much, Jordan. Bye-bye.